What's up, beautiful? It's your girl Chanel Amir back again with a rather special formal introduction. Well, it might not be formal. I just wanted to let you in so you can get to know me a little better. When thinking about my story and what I wanted to share, I immediately felt stuck, right? And it's just like, what do I share? And how do I share, you know? Where do I even start? Like, that's the question, right? But I knew that this was needed. And if I was going to be able to open this space to tell the stories of so many beautiful women like yourself, then I need to start telling my story, right? I just have a deep love for connection, right? And from an early age, I've loved writing in my diary and just going into depth of what I was feeling. Whether it was that little boy that I had a crush on, or just like all the emotions that a little girl just has brewing in her body, you know? Like, I wanted to express that, and I knew that I needed to get that out at an early age. It even went down to just writing about, you know, your mom, and like how unfair something was. So I can remember dancing in our new home with my mom and my sister. The look of pure happiness in her eyes, like we didn't have to live in the projects anymore. We got our own house, own room. School was literally right across the street. Like, how cool is that? It was everything, you know? But there were also not so good memories. The feeling of terror and horror as my sister and I clung on to my mother, begging for her not to leave us as she randomly drops us off with a family member. All I can remember is her repeating over and over, I can't do this. I can't do this. Take care of my kids. And the tears of uncertainty. Like, what is going on? In the mind of a young girl, an 8 and a 6-year-old, they cannot understand that their mom is literally having a mental breakdown. All I saw was my world falling apart. You know, my comfort, my safety net. Growing through this journey, I've had many instances that caused a lot of pain that continues to shape the woman that I'm becoming even in this moment. That lost little girl who not only is trying to understand her place in the world, but to also feel as though she has to navigate life's obstacles all on her own. Seeing my mother fight to be accepted in this world, whether it was from men or from her own mother. Wanting a relationship from my dad, who was only present through the letters written from jail. You see, we all have a story to tell. We're all growing through something. And it wasn't until I had my son that I was able to see clearly, basically, that I was able to pull everything that I come to know and learn and pull it out and sift through to see what was working and what isn't. To actually really uncover who it is I am and who it is I want to be, what mother I want to be. I had to live for me and him now. I wanted a more fulfilling life, you know? I wanted to be the best version of me that I could. Like, that's what motherhood will do to you. It forces you to look within you and uncover so many beautiful things. And after finally being alone, I was able to discover a woman that I've come to admire and appreciate and look up to. You see, I've just began walking on the path of my healing journey, taking up space in the mental health field because I wanted to understand people. I wanted to understand my mom, why we do what we do as humans, why we feel what we feel. But it wasn't until entering in this entrepreneur space that I was able to really see with fresh eyes, like how important it was to actually start nourishing myself, nourishing me, how much nourishment I needed for myself. I was always given, but never really given to myself. And entrepreneurship, I had this newfound freedom. My story continues to go on, and I decide what I choose to shine a light on, which are those blessings and the lessons, that rhymes, that come out of each and every experience. Doing this soul work of who Chanel Lemire truly, deep down, has been an amazing journey thus far. And I want that for other women, especially my Black and brown sisters. We have to find power in our voices and our stories. To be able to take your journey and shift your mindset to not just to go through life, but to grow through it. What she grows through, right? The birth of what she grows through has given me that needed purpose. My mission is to empower and pour all the way in so that like-minded women too can feel empowered and inspired to do the same, to use her voice, to share her vision, to share her dreams, to be a part of a space that you can feel free, that you can really work on becoming the best part of you, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's motherhood, whether it's just being a Black woman. That's a lot. Like, you have a story. It's important to build community. I don't know if you're seeing this, but it's so important to build community. Being able to feel as though you can lean on someone for that support when you're not feeling your best, because we know that there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be, highs and lows. You're going to feel like you can take a big step forward, but then you're going to be knocked back down. But having that community to be able to help push you through, to be able to see that you can do this, like you can grow through and have the most beautiful, fulfilling life, to live heaven on earth. It is possible. Release those fixed notions of things are just happening to us, and to be able to grow through life, we just need to shift our mind a little bit. Having the courage and the strength and the confidence on our journey to find the beauty and the growth of life in all of us. Having the courage to share and provide my own blueprint. Sharing those limiting beliefs that pop up and just trying to share my truest self and witnessing that for other women along the way. Like, that's so deep. What if you come to the realization that you can too? You can come along on this healing journey, this discovery of self, this just journey of trying to be the best version of you, your most favorite version of you. We can do this together. So that's the purpose of the What She Grows Through podcast. There's going to be so many different expansions and just a lot of blooming, but we got to start with nourishing that soil, nourishing ourselves, and being alongside women and community to be able to do so. Because I don't want to go through it alone. Like, I ain't trying to go through it alone. I want to be able to inspire and empower. I say that word a lot, but it's my word. I want to be able to really truly make an impact because I know that it's needed. I have so many different skills in the mental health field. Now, I do have a lot of fear of being seen and showing up, and even the fear of public speaking, but I'm learning that you have to embrace it. Like, you shouldn't try to lock it away because it's normal. I'm doing it afraid, knowing that there's so much on the other side of fear. There's so many women that need to get poured into, that want to build relationships and wants that connection. And now is the time. Now's the time. What's interesting is this was always my goal in the first place. Like, now it's happening because I'm growing through those limiting beliefs. I'm still going. I'm not allowing my thoughts and my mind, to hold me back. Because you got to talk to that girl. Like, listen, we got stuff to do.